While the Masoretic text and the Dead Sea Scrolls were transcribed 1,000 years apart, they are amazingly similar, proving that the copying methods employed by the Jewish scribes over the centuries are very sophisticated and successful. However, there are some differences. Some are simple variations of a reading, while others are much more complex. Psalm 145 is an acrostic psalm, where each verse begins with the next letter of the Hebrew alphabet. In the Aleppo Codex, the first verse begins with the letter aleph, the second with the beyt, the third with the gimel, and so on. Verse 13 begins with the letter mem, the 13th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. The next verse begins with the letter samech, the 15th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. There is no verse beginning with the 14th letter nun. When we examine Psalm 145 from the Dead Sea Scrolls, we find between the verse beginning with the mem and the verse beginning with the samech, the verse beginning with the letter nun. There we read, Naaman Elohim b'dvarav וחסיד בכול מעשיו, which translates as, God is faithful in his words and gracious in all his deeds. This is why Psalm 145 verse 13 reads differently in the King James Version and the modern versions such as the RSV. The King James Version was written prior to the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls, while the RSV and other modern versions were written afterward and often incorporate what has been found in the Dead Sea Scrolls.